Okay, now we're on to question 2 on our exam, and it is doing a horizontal analysis. Alright, so as you recall, horizontal analysis is when you have two different years and you get the change and the percent change. That way you can compare and see how it's doing. Alright, so in this case we happen to have numbers from an income statement, but you know what, it doesn't really matter. All you care about is the two balances, and it doesn't matter if this is if on your exam, if you get a balance sheet or an income statement, you just go line by line and take the difference and divide it by the older year. Okay, so that's it. So for example, here's net sales. So we got 850,000 is the newest year and 798,000 is the older year. So we want to know, how did it change from 2016 to 2017? Well, the difference between them, it increased $52,000, right? 52,000 is the change. So what's the percent change? What percentage did 2016 change to get to be 2017? So you take that 52,000, you divide it by the older number, that's 798,000. So 52,000 divided by 798,000 is 6.5%. All right. Now, 6.5. All right. Cost of goods sold. So the difference between these two, 635,000 minus 580, is 55,000. All right. Then you take the 55,000, divide it by the 580,000, and that's 9.5%. Keep just doing the same thing. So 215 minus 218 gives us a negative number, right? That actually went down. So gross profit is 2016 decreased when we got to 2017. So you have a negative number, which is fine. Negative 3,000 divided by 218,000 gives us negative 1.4%. Right? In other words, it decreased. That happens all the time. Let's see here. This was an increase though. We went from 35,000 to 50,000, so the difference between them is 15,000. And it was an increase, so it's positive. 15,000 divided by 35,000 is 42.9%. Coming on down here, 15,000 increased to 20,000. The difference is 5,000. 5,000 divided by 15,000 it's a third, 33.3%. We went from 55,000 down to 40,000, so there's a decrease, so that's going to be negative 15,000. So negative 15,000 divided by 55,000 gives me a negative 27.3%. And net income went down 113,000 down to 105,000. That's a change of negative 8,000. So the dollar change is negative 8,000. 8,000 divided by 113,000 is a negative 7.1%. So that's a horizontal analysis. You got 2 years, you get the difference. If it increased, it'll be positive. If it decreased, it'll be negative. Then you take that dollar change and you divide it by the older year to see what percentage it increased or decreased for the next year. And that's it. That's all a horizontal analysis is. It doesn't really matter if it's an income statement like this or a balance sheet. You just go line by line and find the difference.